Well, okay, so let's talk about this real quick. So what do you feel? I mean, obviously, loan officers across the board are encountering an increased friction compared to what they're used to, right? I think part of that is there's the confrontation as an individual that you have to go, shoot, okay. I mean, it's uncomfortable, it's unfamiliar, right? All of that is difficult to manage. It's difficult for me, it's difficult for you. We just wake up and do it, right?
Yeah.
But what is some of your advice for somebody that wants that, but they don't know what to start, what standards to set, what patterns to change, what to break and reset? I'm curious about some of your perspective around that.
Yeah, and it's tough because it's so different for everyone, right? Because and this is something that it's a great book that I read called The Motivation Myth. And so here's the thing: is that when a lot of people think about like they need something, they need a spark that motivates them, right? Motivation's real. Don't get me wrong. The problem is that that's not what creates the action. Action is what creates the motivation. Right. And so, it's something that I really took to heart. It's something that I guess I kind of believed in without really even thinking about it that way. But I look back of the successes that I've had or the challenges and it wasn't being motivated, inspired, maybe whatever, but it was the taking action, and that action led to me to take more action. And that's what the motivating factor became. And so, with a lot of people that I talk to that, cause it's between your ears, right? For most everyone. Mm-hmm. And so what it comes down is like, you got to figure out like your passion or your purpose, what you want to do. Cause I'm an introvert, right? Like I'm a very introverted guy. And yet, speaking at events and on stage and stuff like that is something that I wanted to do. So my passion and purpose to win and to be the best and to do that outweighed my fears. And so what I think is that you just kind of have to reset the way that you think. And that takes a lot of different forms. Where from the person is you got to figure out like what you want to do has to outweigh what is holding you back, or the stories that you're telling yourself, because the stories that you tell yourself is what you become. And so a lot of people, and sometimes you could say something, I could say something. Sometimes the message is the message. Sometimes it's the messenger, right?
100%.
Sometimes it's the messenger that gets through because they resonate or they see someone doing it. And then it is, and look, as a coach, I've seen, I'm like, man, I've been telling you that for the last 6 months and now you're doing it. It's like, are you kidding me? Like, well, I saw this and I'm like, either way, okay, we're not going to.
Yeah, you got it. Whatever.
You're doing it, right? So fantastic. But the point is sometimes it's just the messenger. And I think ultimately it comes down, it always comes down to the mindset, but I think you have to be coachable. You just have to have a level of being coachable. I grew up playing sports, right? So, I'm probably one of the most coachable people you're ever going to meet because again, I was good, I was really good. I started, and I was a letterman, but it was my need to win. And if that means one game I got 0 points, but I got a ton of assists and I played good D, but we won. That was the purpose. So I don't need the accolades. I need to win. And so you just got to figure out what that win is, whatever it is in your life. And you just got to focus on that and keep focusing on that and keep focusing on it. And again, maybe you're hearing this message. Maybe you've heard it before. Maybe tomorrow, because it's in there somewhere. And then maybe tomorrow you watch a YouTube video and someone says exactly what we're just talking about now. And it hits. Fantastic. But you have to have that ability to I guess you call it maybe being open-minded. It's the best way I could think of it. But to me, you have to find what's going to outweigh what's holding you back.
Yeah, I like that. You said something there that reminded me of a quote that I heard once where it's people don't change until the pain to stay the same outweighs the pain change.
And it's like the pain just has to be there.
Yeah, that's interesting.